work here in the store with my husband, who's an interior designer, and it's called the Craftsman Interiors. It's on MG Road in New Delhi.
Hi, my name is Vishal Arya. I am a captain with Air India, and I fly Boeing 787 Dreamliner.
Hi, I'm Mohit Gupta. I work with Cars 24. I'm part of our NBFC vertical and we give loans for used cars, right?
The MG ZS EV was one of the first few premium electric cars to be offered in India. Using it is being in a green patch in the middle of a bustling city. Now, all of this premiumness is available at a much lower price of Rs 18.98 lakhs in the new executive variant. Don't believe us? Listen to what some of its customers have to say.
We had to buy a car and we thought, why not EV? And but we were very sure because EV is, it's got good reviews, and why not go green and less pollute our city? It's a little bit of contribution, yes. So we thought, okay, let's go ahead with it. But majorly decision making was done by the kids, when they grow up, and so they really were keen on buying MG EV, and we're like, okay.
Okay, so now the ball is in your court. Why did you choose the MG ZS EV?
First of all, I wanted an EV car as I thought that would be a very cool thing. It's a new thing, so I thought it would be very innovative. And another thing I thought was it had like every feature I wanted. Like it had Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, a cool sunroof, and it had voice command. That's one of the main things I wanted.
We were so fed up with the pollution in NCR, so we wanted to do our bit. And for the cleaner environment, we bought the electric. And after comparing all the variants of the competitors, we decided on buying the ZS EV because for this value, we were getting better interiors and better mileage.
Okay, so the thing is, I moved to Gurgaon last year. I was in Hyderabad for the last 10 years, right? And I had an Accord, which was pretty old, right? So I had to buy a new car. And then, of course, in Delhi, you have this 10-year for diesel, 15-year for petrol, and you have odd even, BS4, BS6. Apart from all of this, I always wanted to buy an EV, right? But range was an issue. And so the early cars which came out of Tata, Nexon and all of that, so I wanted a car which could allow me to travel freely without the range anxiety and not be bothered about odd even, not be bothered about BS4, BS6, and not be bothered about कि 10 years may replace karna hai. Maybe I'll replace it, maybe I won't, but at least I won't be forced into selling my car, right? And all of those reasons, I think, combined into me sort of deciding, okay, let's go for an EV. So initially my thought was that EV would be my next car, the one after this. But as I was in the market researching for cars, and I realized like this gives you, so they claim to give you 450, but it gives me 420, which is a good enough range for me, right? Because 5 days I'm just going to office and back. And then on the weekends, I might travel to Delhi and stuff like that. So, I mean, I charge this every 15 days.
Oh.
Yeah, because my office is 5 kilometers. So I'm running it 10 kilometers a day, right? So yeah, that's one of the reasons.
The MG ZS EV has a plethora of features, and even its customers are spoiled for choice. But the huge panoramic sunroof is everyone's favorite.
The car has been has given us a very amazing experience. It's been flawless driving, and the interiors are amazing, and the features are just, some of the features are very, very interesting, like the air purifier inside the car, and the panoramic sky roof, and the 6-power adjustable driver's seat, and alongside we have the 360-degree rear view camera. So it makes the driving very comfortable and you feel super confident while driving it.
I mean, it's difficult to pick one, but so the panoramic sunroof is amazing, right? For this price point and all of that. The panel display, I think it's pretty big, gives me good visibility. The inbuilt map is very good because what happens is 99% of us use Google Maps, right? And then if you take one wrong turn or if you don't go up the flyover, then I don't know, you need to do another 20 minutes. What this map does is it tells you, take the flyover, take that underpass, take this left. Yeah, so that's what. So that is something I like about the map. the display, the sunroof.
First is the voice command, the sunroof, and then the quality of the music is very nice.
Quality of the music, my god.
Details.
Details. Great. What about you?
I mostly bought it because of the sunroof.
Because of the sunroof. The sunroof is your favorite part.
Yeah.
Okay. And for you?
EV, yes. It's
EV
a
was
very smooth drive. Yeah. We never thought we were going to go for EV, but I'm glad we did. It's a great choice.
Now, MG claims a range of around 461 kilometers on a full charge. And our customers were not that far away from that number as well.
Every second, third day, our usage is a lot. Yeah. So it depends on the usage. I think we can, within 3 days, we have to charge.
Within 3 days you have to charge.
Yeah.
Okay.
Once in 3 days or 4 days, depending.
On the
Yeah.
usage and
Yes.
everything.
Yes.
How is it to drive? Now, since you're driving it for 100 kilometers
Yeah.
on an average, do you like how it drives?
I love it. I can't drive my other car, which is a non-EV. I find this very, very light. It's very smooth. Of course, the features are fab, and I can just go on and on.
We charge it every week, once in a week, and usually it takes around 5 to 6 hours to charge the car completely.
So I charge it at my house.
Okay.
So MG people have set up the charging dock infrastructure in my basement where I park the car. So it's very simple. I just take this out, plug it in, and so it auto stops, right? After it's fully charged, it just stops. So morning when I get up to go to work, I just take it out, put it back, and I'm good to go.
And how much time does it take you on an average to
I
juice
think
it up?
I think it to put it in.
To juice it up from 0 to 100.
I think it takes 6-7 hours, but I don't know. I put it overnight.
Now, there are two biggest apprehensions when it comes to buying an electric vehicle. One, can it be your primary vehicle? And the second, if you can take it on a long drive. Well, some of its customers have taken it to Ludhiana and it's their only car as well. Is it your primary car or is it your secondary car? Is it
Primary.
Your only car?
Primary.
It's your primary, but you do have a non-EV.
Yes.
And
yes.
yet you go to this.
Of course.
Really?
Yeah.
Why is that?
The drive is very smooth, very, very smooth, Arshi, and it's got no noise. And of course, we are not polluting the city
That is also true.
majorly. Yes.
Did you take it for a long drive? Like for a weekend getaway?
Yeah.
We went to
Jalandhar
Jalandhar.
to
Went
meet
to
our cousins.
Jalandhar?
Yeah.
It's
So we had to
almost
stop.
400 kilometers, 365 to be precise.
So we only had to stop once. So there was like a restaurant. So we just plugged the car and we went to grab something to eat. Until then, it was completely charged.
Really?
Yeah.
And you've already gone to Jalandhar and you just bought it in September.
Yeah.
Do you plan on going anywhere else also? So was it difficult to like...
No, I
Yeah.
was a little worried, thinking that we might not get some charging stations, but there were a couple of them. And yes, if you plan your trip, accordingly, because it's a long journey, then it's a beautiful journey. It's a very smooth drive, so it went very well.
All four of
Yes.
you went?
Yes.
Full on luggage also, so the
Yes,
car would
yes.
have weight also. And you just
Absolutely, yeah.
face no problem.
Not at all. Touch wood, yeah. Nothing at all, yeah.
Very frankly, we started, we bought this car as a secondary car, but over a period of time, we realized that it has become our primary car. I have a Fortuner as well, but we mostly use this car for city drive.
This is my primary, secondary, only car. This is the only car that I have. This is the car that I use for everything and anything. So yeah.
Have you taken any weekend trips or long getaways or...
Honestly, no. I wish I could. So like I said, I moved here last September and festive season, Diwali, Dussehra, Navratri, festive season for Cars 24. So I was caught up with that and just haven't found the time yet. But yes, of course, I do plan to go on road trips and all of that. And I don't think it'll be a problem because Jaipur is 260 kilometers. Even if I go to Shimla, I can just charge it in Chandigarh.
Yeah, that is
Right?
true.
And it takes 50 minutes to charge. So while I'm having lunch, I can just charge the car and then I'm good to go. I have another 420 kilometers odd range.